Okay, welcome once again. This is Bashir, your tutor. We are going to be looking at Microsoft Word, which falls under Microsoft Office. I'm going to be taking you through the details before we begin the practicals. First, Microsoft Word is the word processing component of Microsoft Office suite. It is used primarily to enter, edit, format, save and retrieve, also print documents. Okay, in this lesson or lecture or video, we are going to look at to be able to identify the main components of the user interface, identify the purpose of the commands on the menu bar, explain the differences between copy, cut. Also, we are going to see how to cut, paste text. Also, we are going to work with the buttons on the toolbar, work with the pointer in a program, work with text and characters in a program. Okay, we are going to be able to explain the use of primary key shortcuts and key combinations, perform basic tasks by using a word processor, edit and format. We are also going to be able to work with pictures, work with language tools, how to check spellings, to add words to dictionary, also to get words that are almost the same like the words you have used, identify the various benefits of using word processing software. Okay, let us begin to see them in details. Once you open your Microsoft Office Word, this is supposed to appear. How do you open it? You go to the Windows to Start menu. Depending on the computer you're using, you can go to Start menu, or you can just come here where there is Start and put Microsoft Word. If it comes, you just double click on it, it will open, and this is the window that will open first. It is supposed to give you this screen, the default one. Okay. While different versions have different appearances, they all have most of the same features. If you know what to call it, you should be able to find it in other versions. The area outlined in red is called the toolbar. This one is called the toolbar. It displays the names of the open program. In this case, Microsoft Word, and the name of the current file. So this one, it shows this document is opened by Microsoft Word. The name of the file you opened with Microsoft Word appears first. This is document 1, Microsoft Word. This is the default name to all documents you open. To have document 1, document 2, document 3, depending, but you can save and give it your own name. If you give it your name, it will appear here also. This area has not yet been saved. This file has not been saved, so its name is document 1. Like I said, files created in Microsoft Word are often referred to as documents and have the file extensions .doc or .docs. The area outlined in red contains the minimize, maximize, restore and close buttons for the program window. You can either close this program by tapping on X, clicking on X. You can minimize by using this dash button, or you can maximize or minimize using this button. Alright, let's continue and see. These 3 buttons are on almost every window that opens in a Windows based platform. Exactly. You see, I'm using PowerPoint to give you this presentation, but I also have the same buttons. I have this one, the closing button. I have this one that toggles between minimize and maximize, between minimize and maximize. Then I have this one that minimizes the entire screen. We have already seen this one. The bar one is for minimize. We have seen this one. Can also change the size of screen or put it to full version, or you can close the screen using here. When you minimize your screen, it will go down on the taskbar, and to open it again, you just double click on that icon, the taskbar, it will come back. Okay. And if you have multiple files opened in the same program, they will appear like this one. If you want to open the one you recently minimize, you will just choose the one you have been using by name. You choose the name, you click it, it will be back. Then we have, when you click the maximize restore button, the program assumes the same shape and size it was before you minimized it, or the program will fill the screen depending. Now mine is almost in screen mode. If I click here, it will just go to small screen. If I again click here to maximize, it will again fill the entire screen. That's what it does. And here, this one closes the program. In this case, I'm not going to close this one since we are using it. Okay. When you click the close button, the program will ask you if you want to save the changes. Be mindful about this one. If you just close minus saving the changes, all your changes will disappear, and you're supposed to click save, then you proceed. Okay, we have this area that is in red, which is called the quick access toolbar. It contains the most commonly used commands in Microsoft Word. That is, whenever you're typing, you press save, undo, or redo. Microsoft Office 2007 and 2010 use what is referred to as the ribbon interface. The area outlined in red comprises the ribbon. The ribbons we are going to go over today are the default ribbons. Okay, you may customize the ribbon or a group on the ribbon on your personal computer to have only the features you want to use. In order to do this, all you have to do is right mouse click on the ribbon or the group you want to customize. Then after that, we have this area that is in red. The words file, home, insert, etc. outlined in red alphabets are referred to as tabs. Each tab has several groups attached to it. If you tap on home, these ones all are in home tab. If you go to insert, they will give you insert table, insert picture, and so on. Page layout, they will also give you other things. Reference, mailing, review, view. All those tabs have different groups attached to them. Alright, continue. The file tab menu contains the commands most commonly associated with the file. If you just come to the file like here, it will give you these commands, whether to save your file, print it out, exit, all that sort. Okay, then we have the home button. Okay, we have the home tab. Groups contain the commands most common associated with the formatting and editing of the text. We have the clipboard. This one can do cut, copy, paste, format, or paint. We have the font. This one deals with how the text looks like. You can make it bold, underline, slanting, strike through, add powers, change the size of the text color, change the case, etc. Then you have the insert tab. Group contain the commands most common associated with adding something to the document. Can add the page, table, illustrations, text, header, and links using insert button or insert tab. We also have the page layout group that contains commands most commonly associated with settings that would affect the entire page or document. Themes, page setup, page layout, background, arrange, or paragraph, etc. We also have the references group containing the commands most commonly associated with writing a research paper, essay, term paper, or similarly formal documents. Table of contents, footnotes, index, captions, citations, and bibliography. Okay, etc. We have the mailings tab group containing the commands most commonly associated with documents and files created for mass mailing. Which has the create, start mail, merge, write and insert fields, finish and preview results. We also have another one, the review tab group containing the commands most commonly associated with documents which are shared or being prepared for publications. We can review, proofing, language, comment, change, tracking, project and compare. Then the last tab is the view group containing commands most commonly associated with a variety of ways you can look at a document or documents. Document view, you can show zoom, window, etc. That's all we had for this video. We have looked at different things. We have looked at title bar, menu bar, toolbar. We have looked at minimize, maximize, restore. We have looked at all these selections. In our next video we are going to go for practicals. We do one by one as we have seen in this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more videos. We meet next time.